from the Peach State, we're just about set for evening baseball from Truist Park. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Bryce Harper, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next, Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Travis Jankowski is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
The 2-0. Right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
A nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 258 the average to begin play, a dozen home runs, and 68 runs batted in. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Jankowski on at first, nobody out. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Jankowski makes a break for second. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a liner. But this will be run down out there in the alley. A good jump out there in center that time, and there's one away.
That in third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Harper is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 2-1. One out and a runner on second base. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch of the AB on its way. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. Chopped to third. Fielded cleanly over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Kyle Gibson is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready now is Ehire Adrianza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 23 for him thus far. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
A little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways. That time, first pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And the count will be full. Line down the left field line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. To short. Galvis is there. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
So now to the plate, Austin Riley, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play, and even 20 home runs and 58 runs batted in. The 1-0. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Good battle. Count remains full. Another one sent foul. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Miller has room in foul territory. 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Cortez.
Next to hit, Marcell Ozuna. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. Looking to minimize the damage here as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Jankowski on his horse. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Digging in will be Brad Miller, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Acuna giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. So next to hit is Adam Hazley. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Batting eighth, The shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
To the plate now, Freddie Galvis. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
At the plate, Kyle Gibson. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Acuna on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies 1. Stepping in for the Braves, Stephen Vogt. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
The catcher, Stephen Vogt.
First offering. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Ian Anderson.
And now here is Ian Anderson. First pitch of the AB now. Hopped up. Hoskins is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the next to bat will be Ehire Adrianza. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
That evens it up, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up Travis Jankowski next. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So a good job there as he opens up the third inning with a two-base hit. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in third place in that department. Gene Segura standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Skied into very shallow right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now to bat, Rhys Hoskins. The potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch of the AB now. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Comes set, the 0-1. Popped him up. Freeman over to his left, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Atlanta leads it 2-1. Striding in is Ronald Acuna, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
Ronald Acuna.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Freeman can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. And this is taken in for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Austin Riley. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Segura is there for it. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 2-1. So now to the plate, Brad Miller. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And he falls behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in once again is JT Realmuto. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on the way.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
On the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Freddie Galvis, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. This pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one. Ready with the 0-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of this slump he's been in.
Here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario. Here's the first pitch. Albies gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0 home. Line toward the gap in left center. In there, a base hit.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder,
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Oh, but it's thrown away at second. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Hazley has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll hold on at third with 1 gone. Stepping in next, Ian Anderson popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ehire Adrianza, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 2 errors in the inning, and a runner left. We played 4 full. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi.
Number 44. Gibson.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Kyle Gibson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. To third. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Now at the plate here is Travis Jankowski. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
At the plate now, Gene Segura hit weakly back to the mound. Over to first, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. So I ain't saving you a cleaning house. Do you think that's just set now for the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's the first pitch. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Pitch on the way.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Freeman.
In now, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper. Tyler Matzek takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 68.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Matzik has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Dero, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Now here's the first offering. Rhys Hoskins stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's the first pitch to him as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Harper leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Phillies strand one. They trail it 4-1.
Bounce to that, just bounce to that. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it.
Connor Brogdon enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swinging bunt. Albies, originally from the island nation of Curacao. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And there's one down now.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as it's on the ground toward the hole. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and quickly there are 2 away. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Inside and low, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 4-1. Adam Hazley back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. Chris Martin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. Grounded foul. The 2-1 home. Freddie Galvis will be next. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. On the ground to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Up next, Freddie Galvis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that misses inside 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Jorge Bonifacio will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch on its way. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Jose Alvarado will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
The catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Popped him up. Real Muto moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Adam Duvall will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 8 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Count 1-1.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Lays off 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
To the plate now, Ehire Adrianza, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Will Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Travis Jankowski. He's ready. Here's the first pitch, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. And now in the box, Jean Segura. His career line against Will Smith. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So far this year against Southpaws, Segura brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Bryce Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Segura, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Over to Albies. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. They trail it 4-1. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna. And now the first pitch. In the air out to left. Jankowski's on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of the pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute the plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Austin Riley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 pitch. That's by him for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the flag. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0. Eddie Rosario would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Next to bat for Atlanta, Eddie Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead, they're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer, warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
A 1 pitch on its way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Albies on second. Rosario at first, 2 out in the inning. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Jankowski looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 3rd home run for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Ian Kennedy enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Now batting, catcher, Steven.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. Fouled away. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Hits are even at 7 apiece. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled off.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit hard to short. Galvis has it. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Braves 8 and the Phillies 1. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Yohan Lopez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Acuna. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, Brad Miller.
So here is Brad Miller, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him. And that's in there for strike one. Lopez, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Here it comes. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
In now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he fouls this one off. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Philly down to their last strike. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 8-1 is the final tonight. The Atlanta Braves host their 130th win, most in the league. Ian Anderson records his 21st win of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our